our next presenter is Coleman Beal. He's the CEO of Bastcore, and is one of the co-founders and original seed investors of Bastcore. Coleman has over 15 years of professional experience working in the finance industry. He's worked across multiple disciplines, including corporate and commercial banking, investment banking, fixed income, and banking and payments. Prior to Bastcore, he was the CFO of a high-growth VC company. He also founded a privately held eyewear company. The company was founded in 2014. It's pre-revenue, 3 employees, and has already raised $2.5 million. Welcome, Coleman.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. Can everybody hear me okay?
Absolutely.
Great. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Well, I'm excited to have this opportunity. My name is Coleman Beal, and I'm currently the CEO of Bastcore. We are an industrial hemp processing company. The company was founded in 2014, and from the beginning, since inception, as is today, our focus has been on the stalks of the hemp plants, whereby we focus on producing fiber and wood. Myself, along with my longtime friend and business partner, McMillan Arrington, provided all the seed capital back in 2014 after the 2014 Farm Bill was passed to launch Bastcore. So the key market problem right now with industrial hemp as it relates to getting into industry is a lack of processing. It is the choke point and the #1 issue, and it's the problem that Bastcore right now is currently solving. So there's a lot of exponential growth potential here. If you think about all the farmland here in the United States, and were to just take 1% of the current farmland, it equates to a massive need for processing. And with industrial hemp acreage growing year over year, that need is only going to continue. So Bastcore is unique in the sense that we source all of our supply domestically. We process everything domestically, and all of our customer base is located domestically as well. So we feel like we are very well positioned to thrive in this COVID-19 world that we're all living in right now. So the hemp plant has a lot of advantages to it, and a lot of products can be made from hemp. And so at Bastcore, what we really do is we produce the key inputs, being fiber and wood, that are going to go into all of these products. And currently we have proven products and we have proven markets. And so our solution has been designed and custom built in-house. It is a full processing system. We have 2 patents pending. And one of the things that really separates us is that we are able to produce a very high quality product at a cost competitive price. So we're excited to announce that we've really begun our commercial operations at our new facility located in the central part of the state of Alabama. It's located in Montgomery, Alabama, and the building has some unique history behind it, and it originally powered the first citywide electrified trolley system in the United States. So we're really using the energy that was created in that building to really be the leader in this new industry. So at Bastcore, we have a very robust pipeline of customers, and this ranges all the way from small artisan customers to large multi-billion-dollar corporations. And this is really a result of our research and development that we've done over the last 5.5 years. We also have a research and development arm, and the focus of that arm is to use our materials, primarily our wood, to solve an even larger problem, and that is to create a product to replace plastics, which is obviously a massive issue right now, and one that we're excited to be able to help solve. So this is a snapshot of our pro forma financials, and this just assumes one system. We have plans to add multiple systems as well as increase the capacity of our current system with this capital raise. So we've raised approximately $2.5 million to date. We're currently seeking $3 million, and we have an oversubscription option available up to $5 million depending on market demand. So this is our current team. I feel very fortunate that I've got a team of just great people that have a very robust background with different industry experiences, and that certainly helped contribute to our success over the years. So in conclusion, at Bastcore, we have a first mover advantage in the marketplace. we have a blue ocean opportunity. We really don't see anybody standing next to us right now. We also feel that it's important for us to be able to have a positive economic impact on the community that we serve. So we have the supply chain in place, we have the process, we have the pipeline of customers. And so now we hope that you will join us on this journey to make Bastcore a success. So that, I thank you for your time and ready to answer any questions.
That's fantastic. That's how you get it done in 5 minutes. Really impressed with that.
Very good.
Does someone want to go first here? Just let me know.
Yeah, I'll jump in. Hey, Coleman, that was great, man. Really enjoyed the presentation there. It's interesting. Nice to see Morgan Paxi on your board, a very smart man, as Michael knows. And that goes a long way for a lot of people on this video. I mean, he's somebody who knows these businesses as well as anybody. My question for you on the competition side, given the fact that you can only go so far with it right now, right? I mean, there's a lot that has to happen from a demand standpoint before you can even get to that supply. You're addressing one local area, which is probably a really smart thing to do, I think. Talk about competition though, and is that healthy? And when do you think you would see competition? And give us some timelines as the next 12 months may unfold in your business in the hemp world.
Yeah, I mean, right now we're just not seeing a lot of competition come online. I mean, our business is capital intensive. It is hard work. We've learned that, and so it's not easy. And so the materials and actual products being produced right now, I was just on a phone call 30 minutes before I hopped on this call with a large customer, and they reiterated the same thing. They said we're not seeing any material produced from, at least in the U.S. Anybody else other than Bastcore right now.
Appreciate that. Well, look forward to seeing your growth, man. It's really, really a good presentation. Be curious to hear Michael's questions if he has any too.
Mike, yeah.
Happy
Michael,
to
you go next, and John, go ahead.
Sure. So I will disclose that Poseidon is investors in Bastcore, as you saw my colleague Morgan Paxi on the presentation there. But Coleman, I was wondering if you could just talk to, when you talk about the pipeline, maybe if you could talk to what you're hearing from some of these companies in terms of finding different solutions. You talk about the apparel companies, industrial conglomerates. Maybe generally speaking, what are you hearing from a lot of these large companies who are trying to solve for their processing?
Yeah, that's a really good question. And, I would say that if you look back 12 to 18 months even, I think that people were interested in hemp, although at least from a large corporate level, the question has always been, this thing is so new and so nascent that, as hemp, it's going to take some time, right? And over the last, I would say 12 months and even the last 6 months, the conversations have changed dramatically. The end consumer is inquiring about industrial hemp. And so hence, there is a lot more focus on bringing supply and bringing product to market. And I'm hearing it from brands time and time again. I mean, these are all the way from small companies to multi-billion-dollar corporations. I mean, it is a conversation that is becoming more and more frequent, and from what I'm seeing.
Thank you. And Seth, you had a question? Microphone. You're muted.
For me.
Go ahead, Seth.
Okay, here I am. Sorry. Yeah, good presentation. What is the nature of your contracts? Are they, do you expect them to be long-term or sort of, single purchase orders? Or are you going to see streams of income from the same customers in terms of the predictability of your revenue?
Sure. I think right now we're in a pretty fortunate position in that we have optionality with the way we want to structure our revenue streams, meaning if we wanted to enter into a contract with one company, they could certainly probably take all of our supply, at least for the foreseeable future. But at the same time, I think we can structure shorter term kind of just purchase orders as we go as well. So we're in that evaluation process now, and we'll hopefully have more to announce in the not too distant future.
Thank you.
Can I ask quickly about, are there any limits to what types of hemp that Bastcore can process?
Yeah, that's a good question. Absolutely. I mean, everything that we process is our fiber specific varieties. So that's where we found to be the most efficient, and in terms not only efficiency, but in terms of quality as well.
And how does that translate into your supply in order for processing? And talking about one of the bigger pain points of the hemp industry being the fact that there aren't enough processors, can you just talk a little bit about the fact that the challenge is also in the type of strains? And I think I read in the deck that you're going to be working with farmers specifically. Are you going to be providing seeds, or how's that going to work?
We have provided, well, I should say we have helped source seeds in the past for farmers. It's certainly, it's not something that we require necessarily, although we do require knowing, having visibility and traceability into the ultimate source of that. But at the end of the day, we are not farmers, we are processors, although we have worked with farmers over the last several years with specific fiber crops, and we've learned a lot from that. And so being the fact that this is still early and there aren't a lot of farmers with not only hemp experience, but fiber specific experience, it puts us in a position where we need to work with them and educate them from what we know and what we've seen in terms of best practices.
Coleman, thank you very much